Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my office and I'm excited to share with you something a little new and different. I was sent this PowerPlace Lion Planner to review, and so we're going to talk about that today. So welcome to my office. So as I mentioned, I was sent this planner for free to review, but I am excited to just kind of dive into it with you. I've never heard of it before. They are available on Amazon, so I will have that link below. There are a couple of options, so let me go through that with you first. This is the A5 or the 5.5 by 8.5 size, but there is also a version that comes in a full letter size, 8.5 by 11. There's a version that comes in a wire O binding instead of this bound version, and there's also a couple of options on the layout. So what I have is the non-dated personal daily planner. I did see an option that was a weekly planner, so it had more detail available for the week. And I believe I also saw a dated version, but don't hold me to that. I might have been looking at a different one accidentally. So these are, this one particularly is intended for 6 months, and we're going to dive into all the details inside here in just a minute. It has monthly and daily schedule available, so this does have an hourly daily schedule. And it is eco-friendly materials, so this is a faux leather finish on the cover. So on the back, you can see that there is their Facebook page, Lion Planner, and like I said, I'll have the Amazon link linked below. So let's take off this little cover belly band here, and we'll take a look in a little more detail at this planner. So as you can see, it does come with 3 bookmarks, and the other color that it comes in besides black is kind of a dark navy blue. So right now all I could see were these 2 options, is black and blue. When we open it, we've got the inside cover and then the title page there, a place for you to put your personal information if you want, and it's pretty basic as far as there's no directions or anything at the beginning. However, it does have some places for you to do some goal setting and some general brainstorming. So we have a mind map, we have a vision board, we have a section for goals for the year. And because this is undated, it's nice that you could start this any time of the year that you wanted. We also have a section for goals for the entire year where it's laid out on a monthly basis, and they have different sections divided for you. So there is physical, personal, family, professional, social, and others. And I do like everything's pretty minimal on the layout. So if you were wanting to add stickers or add some more design elements, you could easily do that. So here's an example of the undated monthly view, and I just put the first bookmark there. So there are 6 monthly layouts like this with an undated monthly view. So you have, of course, your place to write the month. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows for the dates, a section for notes, and I don't know if you can see it, but this does have a very faint dot grid in the notes section. And then down at the bottom, we have those sections for your goals. So we have physical, personal, professional, family, social, and other. And of course, you could put some stickers or washi over the titles and use those boxes for something else if you wanted to. So we have those 6 layouts. And then the next place that I marked is the weekly layout. So for the weekly layout, this is, if you're someone who needs a calendar view for the week, then this may not work for you. However, they do have another planner that has a vertical weekly layout as an option. So that may be something to look into if you're kind of interested in this planner in general. So on this weekly review section, you're going to have a place to look at the previous week. So you can review last week, and then there is a faint dot grid here on this notes and ideas section. Also, I forgot to mention, let me see. Yes, so the vision board and the mind map at the beginning also have a dot grid, which I really like that. And then this is a goals section that's lined, and I'm just noticing, so every other line is a little fainter. So that way, if you have larger handwriting or you wanted to space things out a little bit more, you could. Or if you wanted to write on every line and make it a little bit smaller for your handwriting, you could do that. So I do feel like they've thought of some nice details there. Then anyway, going back to this layout, the left-hand side is your previous week, and then your right-hand side is the current week. And it has top priority for the week, your weekly plan, which you could lay out if you had, one appointment a day or just a few appointments. You could put your appointments here, and then things to do to make this week great. And they've combined personal and physical into one box, family, work, and social. So I think that's an interesting combination of those goal setting sections at the beginning. You have 27 weeks in this middle section here. So there's just week after week. This weekly section is going to have 27 weeks. So if you're doing this as a 6-month planner, that would be your 6 months worth of weeks. And then the last bookmark I have here, which by the way, the bookmarks, let me just show you really quickly. So the bookmarks are plenty long. I'm still have plenty of room to hold that and get out to the side. So then here on the daily spread, what you're going to have is a section for your goals, your top priority for the day, and another dot grid section for notes and ideas. And then this is an hourly scheduled planner. So you would circle your day, write the date. They have the schedule on the left, and this is a 24-hour schedule. So I think that's really nice too. If you're someone who works nights or has a fluctuating shift schedule, this could be really helpful. For me personally, often I am up with my husband between 3 and 4 a.m. And this is nice to be able to actually plan out if I want to do certain tasks or have certain, time blocks that I want to lay out. I could actually do that in this planner. I also think it's interesting here in the middle. So for the 9 o'clock, the 10 o'clock, the 11 o'clock, and the 12 o'clock hour, they actually have it broken down with half-hour increments. So I guess that would be if this was kind of your peak work time, or you might have more appointments during this time, then it gives you a little more space for that. And then it runs all the way through another 12 hours, which would be till midnight if you're doing it that way. Then on the right-hand side, there's a column for tasks, and I don't know how well you can see it, but there are faint check boxes every other line. So again, if you're someone who writes big or you want to have multiple lines per task, then you could use the every other line. There are, 1, 2, 12, 13, 14 check mark boxes. So I think that would be 28 lines altogether. And at the very bottom, there's a small section where it says day review and accomplishments. So I think that's a nice touch too, where it lets you find your win for the day or just make some comments or notes about how your day went. And you will have the next day right after it. Now this says, the description online says that it has 6 months worth of daily pages for Monday through Friday. So this is really geared more for a workplace scenario where you're going to be working 5 days a week. Now you wouldn't have to say that those days are Monday through Friday because they've given you all the 7 days here at the top, but there are not days included for the weekends in those 6 months. And then after you have all these day pages here in the middle, at the very back, they have a couple of added features as well. So let me get to the back. There we go. So after the last day, here's the last day, then there's a section for a wish list. And again, this is that every other line is a little fainter, so you could use this for larger writing or spacing it out. Then the next spread is for notes. And then we have a contacts place, and this is pretty basic, so you could use this for something else. And then they've even included a bill tracker at the very back, and I thought it was a nice touch that besides your monthly bills, they have a section for your quarterly bills. So if you're someone who pays, income tax quarterly, or you have just certain bills that come out once or twice a year, then you would have a space to note that as well. This back page has a faint dot grid, and then this is just the inside back cover. And then we have a pocket here on the back. I wouldn't say this is a huge pocket, but it would be something to tuck a few notes pages in there. It looks like mine had a little trouble with the adhesive there. And it does come with an elastic band for closing it as well. Editing Natasha here, and I have a companion in the office with me.
Hi.
Adelina wanted to hang out with me while I was filming. So as I was getting the video ready from the other day, I realized I wanted to do a quick pen test so that we could see how the paper holds up. Online, they do list the paper in the question and answer section of the Amazon listing. They say that it's 80 plus GSM, 80 GSM paper. And I forgot to mention too, the book itself weighs 1.19 pounds. So it's a pretty lightweight book, and again, makes it pretty easy for carrying it around. And the other thing that they mentioned when I was reading through some of the questions that were answered in the description of the Amazon listing is that if you do want to use it as a daily planner 7 days a week, then they added about 10 extra pages so it would last for 4 months. So you do have enough pages to get through about 4 months. So it's a little bit more than a quarter. Okay, and I wanted to share with you too, I just was kind of playing around with the planner. I decided to try and use it for a couple of days. I've just been using some floral stickers from this Happy Planner Flowers collection. So I've also been using my friction erasable pens and some of my Zig clean color dot markers just to kind of test it out. And you can see, I'm pretty sure you can see that the Zig clean color dot markers, which are a pretty juicy pen, they do bleed through just a little bit. So what we're going to do is do a quick pen test here, and then I'll show you how that's coming through on the other side. Actually, I think I will, let me do it on this side. So we'll try out some pens and markers and see how it holds up. I forgot to mention, I also went ahead and added an adhesive pen loop to the planner, so that's why you can see a pen loop on it now. It does not come with the pen loop. I will put a link below because I got a collection of these from Amazon not too long ago, and I just keep them on hand for any time I want to add a pen loop to a notebook or a planner. Okay, so I tried a Sharpie S gel and a Sharpie S pen, a Papermate Ink Joy, a Stettler, a Micron in an 08, a Pentel Energel. I also wanted to try a Pitt Artist pen. And yeah, the Energel I only have in brown, and then I did some Tombow and some mild liners, and then also a darker clean color dot marker. So when I flip it over, you're definitely going to see some ghosting. There is a little bit of bleed through on some of those inkier pens and the darker markers, but it's not completely terrible. So I definitely feel like I could keep using this for sure with my erasable friction pens, and I'm okay with a little bit that's going to ghost and bleed through with the Zig clean color dot markers. The description does say that it is bleed resistant paper, so I do think it could be worse and just wanted to share that with you. So it's not the thickest paper in the world, but I kind of like something that's not overly thick. I don't want to write on cardstock necessarily, and here you can see how that's bleeding through there on a blank page. So that is our pen test. That is the Lion Planner. This is, like I said, the undated 6-month daily hourly version. And when I looked it up today, the price listed on Amazon is $21.95. It does show the retail price is $24.95, and I'm not sure if it's just my specific Amazon account or if any Amazon account would show this, but it is showing a $3 discount has been applied. So that's not a bad price for a planner like this where you can get 6 months out of it. And I really like the fact that it's undated, because if you're someone like me who doesn't always get around to doing a daily plan, then this could be really nice to just use for your daily planning and use it when you need it, and you don't have to feel like you're wasting pages when you don't, because it's undated. So I'm actually really looking forward to trying this out for the next couple of weeks. I'm working on a video about my Kanban board and my updated goal setting system, but I feel like these daily pages may be a nice thing to add into my system. So I'll keep you posted about that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to share this as a fun option for a daily planner if you're looking for something. And this is definitely a sleek, professional look. So if you need something that is appropriate for the workplace, this could be it. Or if you just don't want something with a lot of decoration and you want to add that, this could also be nice. So that is the Lion Planner from Power Place. And I will again have everything linked in the description down below. Don't forget to check out my video on Tuesday for another Tiny Tidy Tuesday video where I'm joining in with the fun collab of ladies hosted by Sunday Dawn at the Helpful Home. And this week we're going to be talking about what to do on your Tuesday if you follow the Fly Lady plan and use your daily focus items. So thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.